grab.
Welcome back to Dreamfall chapters, everybody. Playing more of this game. I know you're still here. Oh. I mean that too. Not just saying it. God. We're going to Mr. Fingerlings' puppet show, which is right over here. EDIT. Ooh. What does that mean? There he is. Hey, finger guy. Finger man.
If you seek an autograph, you must purchase my book first. It's on sale today, only...
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
Talk, Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can spare a couple of them for a pretty young thing like you.
Didn't he and April have some sort of conference? This has to be the right man. You are Roper Clax, right? The wizard?
Who told you that?
Well, that sign, for one.
No, the wizard part. Who told you?
I mean, I'm merely a humble finger puppeteer trying to make an honest living in a cold and heartless world.
But you were a wizard once.
Fully rehabilitated, I don't go anywhere near sorcery, not anymore. You should really read my highly acclaimed and best-selling memoir, A Farewell to My Wizarding Ways. It's a thrilling story of redemption and romance, of dashing heroes and wicked villainesses, of flying castles and curious calculating devices. Every word of it as true as the night is dark and the day is bright, of course.
I might as well get right to it, seeing as his show is about to begin. It's an odd name for a children's puppet show. Do you remember April Ryan?
April Ryan? Oh, yes, of course, absolutely, certainly, naturally.
He hates that bitch.
The brave young woman who came to my castle and stole it. And helped me put my sorceress...
What you think of this game,
behind
chat?
How could I possibly forget?
So, about April.
Why does everyone want to talk about April Ryan? She was just a weak little human who stumbled onto things she didn't... No, I must apologize. You see, April and I had some disagreements in the past. I'm past that now. I'm a different person. As for April Ryan, I hear she suffered an ignoble death at the hands of our Azadi benefactors. What a shame. What a terrible, terrible shame.
It's an odd. The Fingerlings.
Ah, my beloved finger puppets, beloved by all children and critics alike. Gilbert Gruffin of the Daily Mercurian called my show simply astonishing and wrote that it was quite impossible to look away. I couldn't believe my eyes and like a slow-motion cart wreck. You see, the Fingerlings represent a revolution in finger puppeteering, or as I call it, fingering, trademark and patent pending. The women in particular are quite ecstatic about it. Stay for the show. I guarantee a good time.
Are you hearing this? Fingering patent pending. The women love it.
Do you recall owning a soul stone?
A soul stone?
He's playing coy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers where I come from.
And where would that be?
That was a long time ago. In another life. I've moved on. I'm a different person now in every way.
I was just wondering what happened to the stone.
She took it, that bitch.
I knew this thing.
Pardon me? I don't know where that came from.
Who?
The Yaga, the wicked witch of the north, as these simpletons call her. As if they have any idea who and what she truly is. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places. She feeds on that stone like a...
Like I said, that's in the past, and I've left it all behind long ago. Now I make an honest living bringing joy to children through my most excellent and revolutionary finger puppet theater. And on that note,
You
I
like
must beg
fingering
your pardon,
the
young
children.
miss. The show is about to begin.
Can we please talk again afterwards? I have some more questions.
Sure, absolutely. After the show, yes. Toodaloo.
Yes, here we go.
Alright. What are you going for? What kind of
This is
drink?
gonna be so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and... well, humans. And you, Azadi soldier standing over there, you're welcome to watch, just don't rattle your sabers or rustle your suits. Welcome to this morning's performance of... The Fingerlings. I am your host and puppeteer, Roper Clax, esteemed thespian and raconteur, author and entrepreneur. My book is available for purchase with a free personalized dedication. Speak to me after the show. A donation is both appreciated and expected. Drop your coins into the box after the show. Remember that every iron piece goes towards a good purpose.
Woohoo! Go Fingerlings!
My beloved Fingerlings, handcrafted reproductions of renowned actors from across Arcadia, immortalized in finger puppet form by skilled artisans. Using only the finest fabrics and natural materials, these lovely creatures are as dear to me as children, and as talented and protean as the finest human players. You're all welcome to approach the stage after the show, of course, to admire my finely crafted miniatures up close and intimately. No food, no touching, no children. And now, beloved audience, prepare yourselves for a journey into mystery for a true story of wizardry and magic. I present to you the tale
Tea.
of the good-hearted
What
wizard
kind of tea?
and the villainous witch. Once upon
Some
a
sweat
time, in
tea?
the distant north, there lived a kindly old wizard in a
Earl
wonderful
Grey.
flying castle. This very
Green.
friendly wizard liked to tease and toy with the people of the land, and sometimes he would do silly things like turn them into stone or furry animals and bottle up the wind. Naturally, he meant no harm, and the people of the land loved the wizard like they would a grandfather, a very young and very, very handsome grandfather. But one day, an evil sorceress from a distant land came to visit the kindly wizard.
April.
This ugly, selfish witch didn't understand that the wizard was only trying to make people happy. She used her dark sorcery to steal all of his possessions and trap him inside a tiny little box where the gentle wizard was barely able to breathe. The poor old man was trapped for many moons inside this box before a benevolent wandering god arrived to free him from his prison. The wizard pledged eternal allegiance to the wandering god in return for vengeance against the cruel witch who trapped him. Together they...
There he is, Commander. The dangerous loon who's corrupting our youth with his occult fingerlings.
What? What's this? What are you doing? What's going on? You can't... Hey! Hey, hands off!
You're teaching children of magic, old man. You ought to know better.
Release me, you dishonorable brute!
By the authority vested in me by the Greater Azadi Empire and the Emissary, and in accordance with provisional imperial law prohibiting any and all teachings of occult magic, I'm taking you into custody.
You can't do this! You don't know who I am!
Tell it to the magistrate, wizard.
My fingerlings! My precious handcrafted fingerlings! No!
Aww.
I cannot believe that they arrested him. What a travesty.
I didn't see that coming.
I guess the Azadi aren't fans of creepy puppet shows either.
I think it had more to do with him being a wizard. Okay, shit. So what now? He was my only lead to the Soul Stone. All I have to go on is something about a Yaga and Riverwood.
Riverwood? I know Riverwood. I've been to Riverwood. If it's Riverwood you need, I know how to get to Riverwood.
Really? And the Yaga? The Wicker Witch?
I don't know anything about Yagas, but I do know something about witches in Riverwood. On my last trip there, we had a close encounter with one of them. That witch is toast, of course, but I can
You'll
probably
like
find my
this
way
bird
back to
page.
Riverwood. It's north. We go north. Wait, which way is up? Yeah, north.
Okay. Okay. That's something, right? Much better than nothing. We just need a way to get north that doesn't involve me walking all the way.
Or me flying. I'm not flying all that way. I tire easily. Wait. I feel a cunning plan coming on. Follow me, Zoe.
Uh-oh.
It's either a cunning plan, or I need the toilet. But I'm pretty sure it's a cunning plan.
Don't you dare shit on me, bird.
I still can't believe you pulled off the voice and the whole fake hand thing.
The hat looked great on you.
Totally. Not so sure about the beard, though. My face is itchy. Speaking of faces, I can never show mine in Mercuria again. Not after that last bit we did.
If everything goes well, you won't have to.
At least we have a ride. Can I trust this thing?
They're docile cows, the Elguan. Just leave it to me. Mush, Daisy, mush!
Whoa, whoa, I think you're upsetting her.
I'll leave the cowgirling to you. I'll fly ahead and scout the terrain instead. Don't lose sight of me!
How much longer will this journey take? Must be nearly a week now.
It's been less than 2 days, and I'm beginning to regret bringing you along.
You're stuck in the cargo hold of a cloud ship with your worst enemy. How could you possibly have any regrets?
And people say you have no sense of humor. If there was ever a time to make peace with Liko, this is likely it. I'm sorry about your father. I know that may not amount to much now, but I was a different person then. I was blind to the possibility that there could be more than one truth. There's been so much death on the road to this place. I murdered an innocent man during my escape from Friar's Keep. He begged me to, but I still don't know if I did the right thing. When I visited his widow, she only had hate for me. She couldn't understand my reasons for doing what I did. I ran Balsebakim through and watched him bleed to death so that I could make my escape through a blood magic portal. I still wonder if his sacrifice was worth it. Have I repaid that debt? Shepard believes so, but many thought him a better man than I, so why did he have to die? I've tortured men for information. What did I gain from these actions? What did it change? What would have been different had I acted differently? All of these choices, Liko, they add up. My soul is heavy. The others believe me unaffected because I carry on as if nothing happened. But their faces and voices are there when I close my eyes. Those deaths never leave me. No words can undo these deeds. There are no excuses for the wrongs I've committed. But I am trying to heal the wounds I've inflicted. It's a long journey, Liko. And
I know. When you arrived from Friar's Keep, I wanted you dead.
really, I couldn't tell.
And people say you have no sense of humor.
They do?
We've been through much since then. I believe I know you. A little. You've taken up arms against your own people, risking shame, death, and your immortal soul, because you believe they're misguided. It cannot be easy being hated and feared by both sides. I may still despise you because you murdered my father. I may still dislike you because you're an arrogant and intolerant shit. But I respect you, Kian. And I trust you.
That trust goes both ways, Liko.
Kiss him.
I'm taking a nap. This half of the hold is mine. Stick to your side, or I may stab you in my sleep.
Don't worry. I've no intention of cuddling up next to you.
Kian, are you awake?
I wasn't. This has now changed.
Did I ever tell you how my society views people like us?
I don't believe so.
The Dole Antiqua consider themselves tolerant and inclusive in all matters. And yet I've always had to hide who I am from my family and friends.
You're gay.
If they knew the truth, I'd be ostracized. Tolerance, it seems, has its limits. But in the Resistance, no one cares. This thing we share doesn't change how they feel about us. It's strange. Strange, but liberating.
With the Resistance, you are who and what you decide to be. Regardless of color and creed, gender and religion, and I thought you loved April Ryan.
I did. I do, but not like that. She was someone I cared deeply about and always will. But I could never have shared my life with her. I still miss her every day. She gave me strength.
Nah, I'm going back to sleep. We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
A day of sitting in the dark, bickering about who passed gas?
Like I said, a long day.
Well, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of CreamTV. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe. If you want to see more awesome CreamTV content, stay up to date with me on my social medias. Right over here, we got twitch.tv/MR_CR3AM. We also have Twitter at Lord_Cream_CTVG. And we also have YouTube.com/CreamTV Gaming. And I also do many giveaways. So stay up to date with me on those places, and you know, you might just win yourself a game. And I do plenty of Gleam giveaways as well, along with random stream giveaways every day on stream. And I also do a Stream Elements giveaway that lasts usually a week, sometimes 2 weeks, depending on the title. Now, if you want to show further support for the Creampire, like I said, stay up to date with all that. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can always donate. And my PayPal link is right up here. My original PayPal is no longer in service or whatever. We won't get into that. We'll just get into that one. And you can also donate at Streamlabs, which is right here too. And the cool thing about Streamlabs, there's mini games, polls for votes, all sorts of cool crap that, you know, they even have their own Streamlabs. There's a bunch of cool things with them, so you should check them out. And also, if you want, I've set up a Stream Elements account to donate, which is also up top. Stream Elements is sort of the same thing, a little bit different. They're working on their own version of OBS as well, so you should definitely check them out as well. And also, last but not least, I've also set up a Patreon account, which is also going to be at the top of there. And, you know, I set that up not too long ago. Not really, I don't really know much about Patreon, but I know people support you on there. So if you want to support me, the link is up top. As always, pardon the interruptions. Stay happy, healthy, safe, out of trouble, and most importantly, stay creamy and tuned for the next awesome, godlike creamy goodness and great giveaways. Thank you.